Hello everybody, it's Miss Tina from the Menonboro Library, and today we're going to take advantage of this beautiful day and we're going to do some science experiments with things that you already have at home. And I chose to do it outside because it's gorgeous out. So the experiment we're going to do is called fireworks in a jar. What you're going to need is a clear jar. It can be a mason jar or just a tall glass. Food coloring, spoon, a tablespoon to measure out some of our ingredients, vegetable oil, it can be olive oil, canola, anything, any kind of cooking oil will work, and water. And of course a bowl to mix some of our ingredients in too. So what we're going to do first is we are going to fill up our cup here until it's about 3/4 of the way full. Alright, so that looks about right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put our water aside for a second. We're going to grab out our bowl. Now in our bowl, we're going to do 3 tablespoons of the vegetable oil. So 1, 2, 3. It's always good whenever you're doing an experiment to make sure that you have paper towels or a washcloth around to put whatever gets wet and dirty on, so you don't get the table all dirty. Close that up. And then we're going to use our food coloring. So the food coloring needs to be the water-based kind, like you would use to dye Easter eggs. Otherwise the experiment won't work. So you're gonna do 3 to 5 drops per color of food coloring. You can do as many different colors as you want, as many as you have. I'm gonna do some blue, 2, 3, 4, and then I think a little green. I love green. 4. I think, you know what? We'll just do all the colors. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of yellow. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of red. Alright, then you're going to take your spoon and you're going to mix it all up. So, let's see if I can get it. The camera can see. When we mix our food coloring into our oil here, what it's going to do, get the camera, is it's actually going to turn it into a whole bunch more of droplets than what we had before. So that's going to give us more colors when we make the firework, put our fireworks here into our jar. So what we're going to do, once you've mixed that all up, is you're going to pour, make sure we get that food coloring, pour the oil with the food coloring right onto that jar. You're gonna see as the food coloring comes out of the oil there, it's gonna start coming down and making kind of a colorful fireworks sort of effect there. Now again, the more drops of food coloring you use, the more really pretty colors. Oh, you can see the blue coming down and some of the green and the red are coming out. It's really, really starting to come through. Now, the reason that the colors come down into the water and we have this really cool fireworks effect is because when they're in the oil and water aren't the same, what we call density. So the colors won't mix in with the oil because there's a different heaviness. There's a different heaviness to the two. So they won't mix. But our food coloring is water-based. So it wants to get away from the oil and to where the water is because it's the same density. So now you can see it's got really, really dark there with all that food coloring. You can still kind of see the individual there. That's one really cool, simple, relatively easy and clean experiment that you can do at home. You can play around with different colors that you have. You can do more drops of one color and maybe less of another. There you have it. Fireworks in a jar.